Hello. So tonight I thought I would start touching on the new moon, which is happening actually tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4:01 p.m. Eastern Time, United States, and yeah, and it is at toward the end of Taurus. And I have to say, the energy of this new moon it feels very grounded to me, probably because it's in Taurus. And it feels also, interestingly enough, because it's a new moon and it's, when it's dark, but it feels very illuminating. I was realizing that often as we walk through life, just doing the day to day, be it and handling different aspects of life, hopefully not always difficult. Sometimes they are, but there comes a point when there's a pause, an inner pause, just to take stock and have that realization that, oh wow, I've traversed quite a distance. That I'm going to say I don't mean just myself. I mean we have traveled a great distance, on different levels, and indeed, in whatever way that manifests for each of us, we are not the same person we were maybe 6 months ago, a year ago. I mean, sometimes it happens more quickly. Perhaps we're not even the same person we were, 2 months ago, but all highly personal. I I had this crystal, um, really drew me. It's a gorgeous amethyst. It was given to me, quite a few years ago. I'm going to say, mm, maybe 2019. Yeah, it might have been 2019. Um, by someone that was my manager, at work, and I no longer work there. The That place actually closed. Um, so so she gave me. We had crystals in common. She gave me this for Christmas, and I truly adore it. It came with a card. She did not include this card. The card, I think the seller included this card, and the and it has a message on the back. And the message is the blessing of a door closing. One moment nothing is happening, then everything seems to happen at once. A door soon closes, but before you know it, another opens. You walk through into a bright new life, one in which you can be who you truly are. And of course, we're all each always becoming who we truly are. We are always in the active and the action of becoming. Several, I think several weeks ago, at least 2 weeks ago, I did a video and I pulled an oracle card from a deck. Um, and it wasn't this card. But as I was cleaning up from that video, this card, Discovery, was laying face up on top of that deck. And I found it, I was really drawn to it. The message is discovery. Discover the treasures within, follow your passion. And when I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, there's something about it that feels very much like the Fool energy. And I've pulled out some Fool cards from different decks. Um, and and they all read slightly differently. They all accentuate different aspects of being and moving. Um, the the most, I'm sure, recognized is the one from Rider Waite, um, the fool moving moving along, facing upwards, and being guided and being guided by, I think, a higher a higher vision, looking up for guidance on this trip forward. And this fool from the Sufi tarot deck has a similar feeling. I love that the this fool is walking in sunshine. Um, I love that this. I actually love that the in this fool the light is emanating from her and interacting with guidance from above. Um, Another fool this one's really interesting. This one's from the Star Tarot deck. Sorry, it's a hair. For three cats and a dog, and there's going to be hair sometimes. This fool I find fascinating as well, and this fool really looks to be pulling on his own inner guidance and trying to make that connection. It feels very electric, very there is something quite magician about this fool, almost as if this fool knows his next step is into that next stage, the magician. And um and there feels it just feels like a knowing of the game, of the steps of the process. This seems, oh my gosh, if one believes in multiple lives, it feels like this fool enters the picture, or enters the next stage of walking this physical life with a knowledge and a clear vision um, to move forward. And we always have great plans to do so. And may they all come true. This fool, I think, it has much a hermit feel. Again, with so approaching the new path, um, with a great deal of wisdom and of earned wisdom. You really feel that you truly get that hermit feel of having come to this new path, to embark on this new path, having truly gone deep into reflection. I do love that that for this fool, that the clouds are clearing, and that he is patiently waiting for the right time to step forward, perhaps waiting for more clouds to clear before taking that first step. Let me see, to put more in picture here. And then there's one more fool. And this one is really cool. There's something about this one, and it's called the Pilgrim in this deck. What I am getting from this card, I feel like I'm looking at this fool as the fool's future self, that next step, and almost leading her forward toward um, forward and onward on her path. Almost, it just has that feel of, yeah, and that's, I can't really say it any more um, clearly than that. I don't think the and I like that she's traveling with a fox, which can sometimes be a tricky animal, but I feel like this this fool has those that has under control, the any traits or characteristics that might be less desirable, much like in the strength card, where the figure is the taming the lion, taming instincts that could be considered threatening, and bringing out the best of what they are. Okay. So what I thought, I have 5 Fool cards sitting here, and I thought that I would just get a charm for each card, because you notice they're not every Fool on in these cards have a sack. Traditionally, the Fool carries something from their previous paths. And so choose a card, or choose the Fool that you're most drawn to. I'm going to start with the traditional, and I'll get a charm that Fool, that particular Fool is going to add to his sack to carry forward. And I have this key, which to me actually reminds me a lot of the Hierophant tarot card. So there is, you see their teeth on both sides, so there is balance, there is order, and I think the message for this Fool is to to keep in focus a balance of carefree creativity, um, with and bring that to the order, transform the order into something bright and creative, um, and be on the lookout for the perfect framework to most fully realize what is in the heart. So this Fool has that key in the bag. The next one I will do is the Sufi tarot Fool. And let's see, what is she going to take with her in her bag? She does have a bag on her shoulder. She's taking a button. Now this button actually makes me think of a lot of the flag on the death card. So I think that what this Fool will take with her on her path is to not fear letting things flow, to letting experiences morph easily into their next. Don't be so again. Not to hold on loosely. There's a song. Hold on, I can't recall I can't recall the song, but I was thinking of the lyrics, "Hold on loosely, but don't let go." And that I'm getting that feeling. It's a horse feeling as well. So, and there's a horse in the death card. So that is the message. Is that yes? Just keep the movement going and allow things to shift as they do, and be in flow with it. Okay, for this electric blue from the Star Tarot, does he have a bag? No, but he has his hand open, his palm open. So what should we put in his palm? Ooh, I have a cameo. And what I'm picking up here, I like that it's blue too. um, this feels like very, very logical, fool. Very logical. Very getting such an Aquarius feel. Um, there is a there is a lot happening at his heart center, and I think this fool is being asked or being offered the opportunity to um, to open up more to the heart, to see things, to walk a path that marries the logic and structure with yeah, treasuring what comes from the heart as well, the people, especially the people experiences that might have come before and that might be encountered going forward. Alrighty. And two more to go. I have the Hermit Fool. What is he carrying with him? He's carrying an elephant. Well, thankfully, it's a small elephant. But of course, elephants have wonderful, wonderful memories. So to keep to maintain his memories, and they're also beautiful and sweet and so loyal. And I think maybe this fool is being offered the opportunity to carry forward all that he has known and grown. Um, and yeah, they're very, elephants are very social. And perhaps there's a message for this kind of hermitish fool to, um, to be open to community. Yeah, offers of companionship and community. All right, that's that. And lastly, Pilgrim. Okay. And what? Does she have a bag? She has a feather in her cap. All right, what is she walking toward? What is in her bag? Okay. So now this isn't, this piece, this came from some trinkets that belong to my grandfather. So these are actually my great grandparents. I did not meet. Did I meet? No, I never met them. They passed before I was born. But we have great grandfather here, great grandmother here. Um, this was actually my grandfather, my mother's side of the family, her father. So that's how it works. I don't know if that'll mean anything to anyone, but yeah, I get the feeling that this particular fool, as I said, I had the feeling of like of almost calling her forward. Perhaps this fool will be um, will be offered that connection to ancestors that have come before. And so I feel like there's a lot of guidance for this particular fool, almost beckoning her onward. And, this people that are drawn to this card may or may not have a belief that we can receive communication from beyond, and that's okay. Just perhaps just bear in mind some things that you want to honor from those people that have gone before you, and or perhaps want to emulate. Anyway, I feel like there is much support. Okay, this is a little longer than I normally do. I also normally put timestamps, but tonight I I feel like it could only that could all almost be um, a message as a whole, and so I don't think I'll do timestamps for these. They won't really pick a cards. So I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to stop here. If I'm able, I will hopefully I'll be able to have the time make a quick video tomorrow, maybe to expand on the new moon. And until then, be well, be happy, and much love to you. Mwah. Good night.